Okay, so I'm here with Natasha Kyssa, author of Simply Raw, Living Foods Detox Manual. Hello, so nice to be with you.
Nice meeting you.
So if you want to just give us a quick review of the products and services that you offer.
Okay, well, I don't really sell any products. I mean, I believe more in education. So I've had my business, Simply Raw, for probably going on 6 or 7 years now. I've been raw for over 20 years, so it's really, I've been very dedicated to the lifestyle. So predominantly I teach a lot of workshops, transitioning workshops, as well as food prep, because that's a bridge, right? People like food, and it's the first step, really. But basically, I really focus on my detox book, as well as my program, which is a 28-day detox program using fresh living plant foods to both cleanse and nourish the body.
Okay. So when I've been doing some reading about what you offer and the detox aspect of things, maybe you could just let us know why living foods are detoxifying. What is it about living raw foods?
Well, first of all, they really contain a lot of oxygen. Right? So they're, you know, when you have an oxygenated body, then it's alkaline and you're not susceptible to illnesses. But they are also very cleansing, especially the high water, you know, living foods such as sprouts, wheatgrass, even fermented foods, and then the greens, of course. So these foods are also rich in chlorophyll, which you know, builds the blood. So there's so many benefits to eating this way, as you know, and you know, detoxification is usually when people, you know, start removing old habits and then adding all these fresh living plant foods, the body goes into a detox mode, and it's so important. And I tell people, you know, to do one detox a year is certainly not enough, especially living in this environment. I mean, we're living in such a polluted society. I mean, even our homes are toxic. So it's such an important thing, you know, to do at least, I mean, I cleanse with every season, but I recommend minimally twice a year.
So with the 28-day detox program that you offer, is this something that you're promoting for people to transition into a fully raw food, living food lifestyle, or is it a 1 month detox?
Well,
and then...
you know, it starts as 28-day detox, and I don't want to really intimidate people, because people do get intimidated by going all raw, right? But what happens is, and I facilitate them in my home, so I get to see the changes occur. I also do it worldwide, but for me, it's such a blessing to be able to watch those changes, you know. And at the end of the program, I mean, people are just completely transformed, and they feel amazing, because let's face it, most of us forget how good we can actually feel. So, you know, most people want to keep a lot of the principles, the healthy lifestyle principles in my book. So afterwards, I mean, you know, let's face it, it is challenging to be raw in this society. So most people will continue on with the smoothies and the sprouts, and try to keep it as raw as possible.
So there's this a big debate about whether, you know, you should be 100% raw or not. So where do you stand on that?
You know, when I first went raw, and I'm going back 20 years, you know, so there wasn't really a support system, or even, you know, the computers. And what happens, I find, is when you first transition, when you first go raw, you're so excited, and you just feel so amazing. You want to share it with the world. And that can come across as, you know, overbearing and pushy and intimidating to people. You know, I've found that the best approach is to just focus on being 100% healthy, as opposed to being 100% raw, you know. And yeah, I find that I've really relaxed about that. I am all raw. It really works for me, especially with my past. And as the longer you're raw, the easier it is. And it's a non-issue. It's just really ingrained in my life.
I was reading an article that someone wrote about you, and they referenced a dietitian who said that living a all raw food, living food lifestyle is not sustainable for being healthy and getting nutrition in your life.
Of course.
I thought it was, you know, an interesting remark.
We're so conditioned to, right? I mean, let's face it, you know, by the meat and dairy and egg industries, and we've been conditioned from a very early age. So it's a different concept, and it's a big leap for the average person. So there's a lot of fear around it as well. But but you are being nourished. I mean, you're getting all the nutrients. You're not destroying any of the nutrients. It's yeah, it's really, you know, the most ideal, in my opinion, diet and lifestyle. However, the social aspect is a great big challenge for people, and I see that even in my own home.
So just to wrap it up, I guess, what would you give for the best advice for newcomers in relation to avoiding pitfalls, like common pitfalls that people might have?
Well, I would say, first of all, the whole 100%, like to don't focus on that, and just start gradually increasing the amount. Like, you know, there's so many healthy ways of just, you know, start with the green smoothies. They're so easy, and really they're you know, better than salads in a sense, because you're not adding all the oils and everything else, you know, all the fat that most people add, bacon bits and whatever else. So just start adding, you know, gradually the green smoothies. Juices are wonderful. I mean, you know, to have a green juice every day and a smoothie and then a salad at every meal. I mean, just to take it, you know, at your own pace and not get all, you know, focused on the 100%, you know, raw diet, because eventually, you know, the pendulum will swing back.
That's great advice. And so where can people find you?
Simplyraw.ca, and yeah, my book is available on Amazon, Chapters, at most health food stores and bookstores.
Okay, thank you so much.